Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial we are going to make a beautiful piece of faith abstract art, and it's going to be made on one of these Dollar Tree Plus wood panels. We're actually using the square ones, but they're $3 in your Dollar Tree Plus store, and it's going to kind of give you this impression. So let me tell you about this real quick and then we'll hop right in. I made this in September of 2019 after I saw a beautiful piece of art from, gosh, I'll think of the name of the store, Anthropology, for $700 or $800. I thought, you guys, look how simple this is. I can probably do that. And so I did. And last weekend, my daughter-in-law was over, and she was looking at stuff here in my craft room, and she said, that's really cool, and that inspired me to do something similar but different. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be working on one of these Dollar Tree Plus wood panels, but the ones we're using are square. And we're going to be using some of my favorite paints. This is Waverly Plaster color from Walmart. This is Waverly ink, which is black, from Walmart. We're going to be using this beautiful stencil. We used it yesterday too, and some black chalk paste. Some of this stuff, which my label's completely rubbed off. I can't remember what this is called. Liquid gold leaf. I'm going to use my clear matte sealer spray, and before we hop in and start, let me show you. This was the project that we did yesterday using that same stencil and some black magnolia ink. This is a Bible, and I showed you guys how to make one of these Bible covers using canvas duck that requires absolutely no sewing and was super easy and fabulous. Oh my gosh, I totally love this. So today we're carrying on with this, and let me show you where we're going. We're going to finish. I have two of these that are in different states of progress. I'm going to show you the start of this one, and then we're going to finish the one next. Okay, so this is one that I have been working on. It has been painted with black and cream and stenciled, and we will be adding the liquid gold leaf to this one. I'm going to show you how to do that. This one right here, we're working on the opposite side. Did you know that you can do that? Both sides. So just to show you that how different it can look, we're going to work on this side, and we'll paint this edge, and then we'll do the liquid gold leaf on this edge. Okay, so what I did to get to this point right here is I painted one coat of this Waverly Plaster. When it was dry, I sanded it to make it kind of smooth. And I'm a terrible painter, so you can still see that I have paintbrush strokes and everything. It does not matter. Okay? And then I took it outside this morning and I gave it one quick coat of clear matte sealer spray. I almost always do that when I'm working with wood and stencils because it prevents the wood from sucking the chalk paste in and then spreading it all over, and generally speaking you get a crisper looking stencil impression. So this part is ready. After we stencil it, we'll paint the edge, and I will fix the back of it up too. And then we'll liquid gold leaf that. So let's hop right in. I am going to apply a little bit of fuzz to my stencil, which you can get these at magnoliadiy.com. And at the very end, if you want a supply list that has, you know, the names of the colors, what this liquid leaf is, all that kind of stuff, just say supplies and I'll get that for you. But anyways, this is new and I've used it twice. So it's still pretty darn sticky. I could fuzz on something like this, or I could fuzz just to get it a little bit less sticky on this. This is called a tacky towel. I'm not going to go crazy fuzzing it, but I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay. How does it feel? All right, and then I am going to apply this to my little board, and I do want my crosses to be going straight. So I'm just going to look for a moment to see how it looks, okay? I am a huge fan of all over pattern stencils. I use them all the time. And this new one called Cross Pattern is fabulous. I know we're going to use it a ton here. So I have my stencil on here. I'm just using some plain black chalk paste. Did I say any of my normal stuff at the front? I don't think I did. Hello. My name's Hiedi Scott. This is DiyDreaming. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Do a this or a this along the way if you're enjoying this and thinking that this is a good idea. Feel free to sprinkle. Feel free to let me know if you want any information. That's my basic stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to put some blobs. I can never tell how much I'm going to need. And I'm just going to use a small cut apart squeegee. Okay, so the trick with these stencils, and I say trick, it's not really a trick, is that you want to get your chalk paste on, and then you want to stop yourself and don't keep going over and over and over it, because when you do that, that is when you have a tendency to push too much medium through the holes of the stencil, and that is when your stencil impression can look not great, and you don't want that. Okay, so I've got this on this area, and I'm just pulling up the big globs. And let me tell you this other thing. Frequently, I get people telling me that they're not good at stenciling, which I always think is so funny. Well, no, I don't think it's funny, but the thing is, I will ask them, well, how many times have you tried it? And they'll say, well, I did 2 projects and they were both terrible. Which makes me wonder, well, the first time you got on a bicycle as a child, or maybe as an adult, did you ride around the block, take your hands off the handlebars, come to a complete stop easily? No, of course you didn't. You probably tipped your bicycle over, skinned your knee, thought you're never going to ride a bicycle ever again. If a parent was there, you may have cried. You know, it takes practice to do anything, even stenciling. And it's not hard. It just, you get the hang of it as you're doing it. So don't give up, is my point. If you're thinking that you're not doing good at this, just keep trying. Practice. Don't have your first time that you handle a stencil be on, you know, your favorite t-shirt. Practice. Get the hang of how much pressure to apply and how many times to go over something. And it's really not hard, but it's like riding a bicycle. You just need to practice a little and get the feel of it. Okay, so I have my whole thing covered. I'm going to lift and peek. Oh my gosh. You guys, this stencil, it's really fabulous. Oh my gosh. And I love the design of these crosses. Wow. Okay, I'm throwing this in my tub of water over here. few minutes until I can get out to the kitchen to actually clean it. Look how fabulous that is. These crosses are not solid, and I love that. They're very abstract, if you ask me. It's sort of one of those abstract geometrics. It does kind of remind me of this, but this is a faith theme, and this one is not. And when you add the gold leaf to it, it's just going to be fabulous. So what do you guys think? I'm pretty excited. Okay, I'm going to set this over here to start drying. And you always want to get your chalk paste closed up. I'm going to throw my little stir and my squeegee in my tub of water. And put my lid on it. And then we'll move on to the other one to work with it for a while. So, this is where I am. I painted all of it this creamy color. Then I painted the edges of it just using a foam brush and this black. And I did, of course you can do whichever parts you want, but I did the front and the sides. I did not do this inside part. That part is hard. Without getting it on your background, it's much harder. It's so much easier to just do it like this. Okay, and I did spray this with the clear matte sealer spray before I stenciled it. Doesn't it look great? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, and now we're going to use some of this liquid gold leaf, which, oh my word, my husband and I had the hardest time getting it open. Seriously. Okay, let's see. Let me go up and come down just a little bit so you'll be able to see better. Hopefully I won't tip over, because just a couple of days ago, my whole rig tipped over during a live, and it was so embarrassing. Okay, so I experimented, to be honest with you, with just doing this liquid gold leaf over the top of the cream, and it didn't have the same look. So I decided to paint over that with black and to do it over the top of black. This is what this looks like. It's kind of smelly. It's probably would not be good to drink or get in your eyes, anything like that. It's a little difficult to get it out of your brush. So I just want it to go on this front. I'll lift this up in just a second to show you. It looks better already now that I have painted this black. So let's keep working with that for a minute. If I do happen to get some on the inside lip, I can come back with my plaster color paint and touch that up. So I'm not going to worry too much about being perfect. I think that being perfect or worrying about having your projects be perfect is a real joy stealer. And if you wanted a perfect project, then you would need to get something that was made by a machine, because humans are not perfect, right? But I think the little, I don't know, the little differences and so forth make projects more interesting. I am the world's worst painter. I don't want too much on my brush. It's going to be so pretty. And perhaps when I have it done, I might decide to do the outside lip too. In fact, why don't you guys tell me what your opinion is? Let me show you this one. Okay, so I made this in 2019, in September of 2019. And at the time, I used actual gold leaf. It wasn't actual gold, but it was the gold leafing stuff. Okay, and so I did the front and the sides on most of it, except for some reason, I did not do that part. Anyway, so what I want to know from you, do you like it better? I also did the inside lip black, but I don't think I want to hassle with that on this. Do you think it's better to have the front and the side gold, or do you like it better to have gold and then the black? Tell me in the comments what your opinion is. It would be much easier to just do the front, obviously, but yeah, I think I'm going to be giving this away, and I'll probably come live later today to tell you who and how. I'm going to shake my little liquid gold leaf up again. I think, let me show you the label here. I mean, every time it's gotten wet, and I've had to heat it, run it under hot water in the sink a few times, the sticker has rubbed off. But I think I bought this at Hobby Lobby, and it's called Liquid Gold Leaf, and it was probably $6 or $7. I don't know what the brand is. I don't think that matters. I'm not a super sensitive to brand kind of a person. Let me see what you guys are saying. Gold in the front, leave the sides black. And Sandra says the same thing. That was Marilyn's opinion. What else? Who else has an opinion? And Donna says she loves just the front gold leaf. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Plus it'll make it so much easier. Now on the other one, we're only going to have the option to do the side because it's flat. This is my I'm being careful because I'm going to be giving these away concentration. If it was just for me, I wouldn't be as, wanting to get it really nice. So I have more projects coming up with this all over cross pattern stencil. And if you're looking for a new all over pattern stencil for your craft projects this fall and winter, I definitely would suggest this one. It's fabulous. So if I have any big goofs here, I will be fixing those up. And if you come back later, I will tell you who and how I'm going to be giving both of these away. Okay, I'm going to just do part of this right now, and then we're going to come back to that other piece. Okay. Let's say good for right now. You guys can keep telling me what your opinion is. Just the front or front and sides? Okay, Judy says she likes the gold, but she likes the solid black just as well. I know. This is the star. Okay, let me set this over here and let's bring this other one back for a moment. All right, and I'm going to close this up. Can you imagine what a huge mess this would be if I tipped it over? Oh my word. Okay, so let's see. I need another paper plate. Okay, so this one is probably mostly dry. I will come back and paint the back of it since I'm going to be gifting this to someone. But what I want to show you is how you can pretty easily paint the edges just using a foam brush. And this is my little Waverly ink black paint, which I need to get some more. And I'm just using a foam brush. I'm going to dip it in my paint, kind of on the side. And I am going to be doing the liquid gold leaf over the top of this. I just think it looks so much, it makes the gold so much brighter to have it be going over the top of the black and not the cream. So what is everyone doing today? You guys have big plans or something fun? If you're watching this video live, which chances are you're not, because Facebook mostly shows things on replay, or you might be watching it on YouTube, or you might have gotten this off of my blog, who knows how it came to you. But anyways, if you were live, it is Saturday, the 9th of September, and it's college football season. So that is what my plan is, to watch some college football today. And then I just have started this blog, which technology is and always probably will be a struggle for me. So I'm going to be learning how to upload photos and how to do blog posts myself this afternoon. That might be a little ambitious to think that I could completely learn it. I'm going to just get familiar. For this one, we really could just leave this black, but I want to do the gold on it too, so. Okay, I'm almost done. Alrighty. So here we go. I don't want to get the black on my fingers and then get it somewhere else. And I did that. Hang on just a second. Okay, how can I move this without making a big mess? Okay, can you see the black on the edges? Oh, you're so sweet. Cindy says you're a woman of many talents. You know what? I have always been a crafter. And I'm the kind of crafter that if I see something I like, I just figure out how to do it kind of my own way, generally speaking with what I have on hand. And I am not an instruction follower, which that's good and bad. But anyways, I like to say that I am a jack of many trades, a master of none. So I know a little bit about a lot of different crafts. And the main thing here is that I don't want you guys to be bored, to ever feel bored, ever feel like all we do is blah, blah, blah. All she ever makes are stuffies. All she ever makes are wood signs. All she ever makes, you know, is zipper flowers. That's not the case. But anyways, so I'm just trying to mix it up as much as possible. Anyways, well, that's pretty much what I want to show you. I have some work to do this afternoon to get everything finished up. But if you liked this abstract faith art, which is so easy and so affordable, these are Dollar Tree wood panels. Dollar Tree Plus wood panels. You can get them everywhere else too. These are the square. I also have the rectangle. But this is what the label looks like. They're $3. And for $3 you get a pretty awesome look, I think. And that stencil, if you're thinking, I like it, I would not wait too terribly long because I'm going to be using it lots, and I know that they'll most likely sell out of it. So let me know if you want my supply list, or if you have questions, do a this or a this, or say something to me in the comments. Feel free to sprinkle. I'm going to go get a Fresca. Doesn't that sound refreshing? And find my University of Georgia Bulldogs game, which should be starting, which probably did start just a few minutes ago. And I am going to get busy answering your questions, reading what you guys have to say. Janine, I will get you the links pronto. Judith, I'll get you the supplies too. All right, well, you guys have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing Christ in Crafting. I am not sure what the project will be or the verses, so we'll see what God shows and tells me today. Anyways, all right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Be looking here later, probably this evening actually, for photos. Cindy Swift says, thank you for always getting my creative juices flowing. You are so welcome. Okay, bye-bye everyone. I'll see you later.